Did a woman ever lose interest in you even though things seemed to be going well? Or have you been in one of the situations where you honestly did not understand why she reacted negatively? Well, it may be because of one of the 4 things I'm gonna go over with you right now. We're going to dive straight into the first mistake. It's one that I keep seeing over and over and over again, and it baffles me, especially because noobs are making this mistake, but also guys that are generally texting pretty good. They're setting up dates, but still they fumble so many dates because of this particular sentence. And I warn you, I have very unattractive handwriting. Let me know. Let me know when you are free. Let me know when you get your work schedule. Let me know when you want to blah blah blah. Guys, I see so many of you fumble perfectly good conversations. It's time to lock in the date. Most guys get a decent sense of when that time is, but then rather than finishing it, they're like, okay, it looks like you're not free this week. Let me know when you will be free. Gone forever. She will never let you know. This is passive behavior. Women like a man that takes the lead, that knows what he wants, and he goes after it. By the way, very practical tip to solve this problem. If you ask someone out and they say they can't, or they're waiting for their work schedule, or one of these very common objections, instead of saying, let me know when you get your schedule, say, okay, no worries, I'll check in next week. Because here's what happens. Instead of you asking her to let you know, which she won't do because she forgets or she's too busy or she just doesn't want to take the lead, and then you double text after you know she didn't let you know, awkward situation. Instead, when you say, hey, no worries, I'll check in with you next week, now you're just a man of his word, keeping his promise, doing what he said he would do, taking the lead. Great. Super attractive. First problem solved. Let's go to number 2. For number 2, I hope you've seen How I Met Your Mother. In this show, there is a guy named Ted, and Ted is going on a lot of dates, but nothing seems to work out. His biggest mistake, confessing his love way too quick. A premature, hey, wanna go out on a date with me? Or a premature, I love you? Or a premature, what are we now? Is a massive mistake, and I see it being made often. What are we, or you want to go out? That's a beauty. These type of questions are absolutely detrimental. They are powerful when asked at the right time, which comes way later. To give you an idea, if it would make a chart of what the whole interaction would look like, it would look something like this. First, there's your opener, or an approach to grab attention. Second phase is vibing, flirting, teasing, creating attraction. Only after you've done that comes phase number 3, where you build comfort. At TextGod, we call this the phase of real talk. Number 4 can sometimes be shorter, sometimes be longer, but it's the phase where she shares stuff about herself and becomes invested. And only then you go to phase number 5, where you lead to a date or a kiss. By the way, if you vibe and you build comfort and you tease and you lead and you keep repeating this cycle without ever asking her out, and you do this well, that is when she is at one point going to ask you out. But that's a bit more advanced stuff. If you are one of the guys asking the questions prematurely, then probably this stems from some neediness. And if you recognize yourself in this, or you know of yourself that you are often too needy, this is a problem that will keep persisting and keep repelling women. If you want to get rid of it, hop on a call with us. We can talk about your situation. On to number 3. What do you wanna do tonight? No way anyone can read that stuff, but that's why I said it out loud. What do you want to do tonight? Okay, imagine this. You're going to a party. You're excited about it. You're dressed up. And when you get there, the host of the party is super stressed. They're asking you if you like this or that music, if you want these snacks, or should they go get some other snacks? Should the lights be more dimmed, or should they be more bright? Do you want to dance, or do you just want to chill? That's a massive buzzkill. When it comes to dating, you want to be like a good party host, especially if you are the one who asked the girl out. You asking her what she wants to do, it may seem like it's a nice thing to do, like it's a gesture, But more often than not, it is disguised anxiety. Guys, you are not being nice by giving her the burden of the date idea. Take responsibility, take the lead. Feminine women love this. And by the way, I want you to be aware of this throughout the whole dating process. Where do you want to sit? What should we talk about? And by the way, in the name of honesty, I have struggled with this one myself a lot as well. Always feeling like, damn, I want her to have a really good time, so I'm gonna double check whether she likes what I've actually planned for us to do, rather than just doing it. She has a busy life, you know, she has to make a lot of her own choices, she has a lot of stuff to do. When she hangs out with you, she loves to just switch off her brain, follow, be a girl, awesome. Feminists hate him for this one advice. So, don't say, hey, what do you want to do tonight? Instead, say, hey, I got 2 options for tonight. We could have cocktails here, we could have wine there. Do you have a preference or shall I just decide? This includes her in the decision-making process, but you're making it very simple. There's only 2 options and she can still also just opt out. You choose. I want to be a girl. By the way, quick intermission from me to you. The point of this video is not for you to turn yourself inside out and upside down and try to become good enough for women. The point is just to level up, to do a little bit better. And the same goes for, hopefully, the women that you're dating. They should also do self-development. They should also try to level up. So I am making these videos for guys that just want to do better in dating. Maybe you're struggling a bit. So what? Now you want to do better. That's great. If you are a guy like that, then I suggest you hop on my mailing list where I send you the best lines, stories of my own dating life, success stories of clients, extra lines, extra video content, and you get it all for free. Get my 10 texts that always work in the description, and then I'll automatically add you to the email list. I promise you, it's good stuff. Number 4. Oh man, it grinds my gears when guys do this number 4. Can you tell me something about yourself? This is a question that I see so often in convos, and there is so much wrong about it. First of all, it's lazy. Second of all, in a dating context, asking someone to just tell something about themselves that they have to pick, it's gonna make them seem like they have to prove or sell themselves, which a lot of people don't like doing. Third of all, is it a date or a job interview? But the worst of all, it is an extremely hard to answer question. Guys, the broader a question is, the more difficult it is to answer. For example, it's way easier to answer this closed question. Hey, do you prefer cats or dogs? Just to be clear, that's not a good question, but it is very easy to answer because it is so narrow, it's closed and very defined. But a question like, hey, tell me something about yourself is the complete opposite. It is too open. There are a million possibilities. That's why the best questions for you to ask in a dating context are both open and specific. See Coach Matthijs right here? He agrees. That's why he's waving. What's the best place in the world you've visited? What's the most criminal thing you've ever done? Or when you're getting to know her a bit better and stuff's going a bit more deep, what's your earliest memory? These questions lead the conversation in a more concrete direction while remaining open for a longer answer. And these are 4 things that you should never tell a woman. Do yourself a favor, download my 10 texts that always work so you come on my email list and I can just swarm you, overload you with gifts, quality material. You'll thank me, you'll thank yourself later.